Puss in Boots. Part 1. Once upon a time, in a faraway village, there lived an old miller with his 3 sons. After a lifetime of hard work, he had only 3 valuable possessions to his name: a windmill, a donkey, and a cat. When the miller passed away, the 3 sons had no choice but to divide the inheritance to continue their lives. The eldest son chose the windmill, as it was the tool for grinding grain. The second son took the donkey, as it could carry goods and help him earn money. The youngest son, left with no other choice, received the only remaining inheritance, a cat.
I will take the windmill. It will help me work and earn a living for my family.
And I'll take the donkey. With it, I can carry goods or travel to make a living. What a great deal!
And I am left with this cat. Is my life really destined to be tied to such a useless creature?
The youngest son felt deeply disappointed, convinced he had received the worst share. Sitting by the window, he held his head in his hands, lamenting his misfortune.
This is so unfair. The eldest has the windmill to work with, the second has the donkey to carry goods, and I only have this wretched cat. I might as well kill it and make a pair of gloves from its fur.
The cat, being clever and attentive, overheard his master's complaints. It leapt onto the table and spoke in a calm voice.
Master, don't worry. You don't need to kill me for anything. Just get me a pair of boots, and I will change your life.
Though skeptical at first, the youngest son was persuaded by the cat's confident gaze. He spent his last few coins to hire a shoemaker to craft a pair of small boots that fit the cat's feet perfectly. Once the boots were ready, the cat put them on and stood upright on its hind legs like a human. Seeing the cat's imposing demeanor, the youngest son couldn't hide his amazement.
Don't worry, Master. From now on, everything is in my hands.
The cat prepared a large sack, filled it with fragrant barley, tied the opening securely, and hoisted it onto its shoulder. It then strode out the door, heading straight for the forest where many partridges lived. At that time, the king of the land was known for his love of partridge meat. However, these shy birds were so quick to flee that no hunter could catch them. The cat, using its wit, devised a clever plan. In the forest, the cat selected a suitable spot, opened the sack, and scattered barley all around it. It carefully concealed a trapline in the grass and then hid in a nearby bush, waiting patiently. Soon enough, a flock of partridges descended from the trees and began pecking at the barley on the ground. Gradually, they ventured into the sack. Once the sack was full, the cat swiftly pulled the trapline, closing the sack and capturing a hefty number of plump birds.
Done. Now it's time to bring these to the king.
The cat carried the sack of partridges to the royal palace, where guards were stationed at the entrance. Seeing the cat walking on 2 legs with a sack on its back, the guards were astonished.
Stop! Where are you going?
I am here to see the king.
Cat meeting the king? What a joke. Go back where you came from.
Wait a moment! The king has been feeling bored lately. Let it in who knows, its antics might entertain him.
The cat entered the palace with dignity. Standing before the throne, it stood upright on its hind legs, bowed deeply, and spoke courteously.
Your Majesty, my master, the Count Orion Velman, sends his warmest regards and presents this gift of freshly caught partridges.
The king, seeing the plump partridges, was overjoyed.
Wonderful. It has been so long since I last enjoyed my favorite dish. Take a sack of gold from the treasury and give it to this cat to deliver to its master. And please, convey my gratitude to the Count.
The cat bowed gracefully and left the palace, carrying the sack of gold. The cat returned home and placed the sack of gold before the youngest son, who was utterly astonished.
How did you manage to get this gold?
This is just the beginning, master. Tomorrow you will be wealthier than today. Leave everything to me.
From that day onward, the cat continued to catch partridges daily, presenting them to the king and bringing back gold for its master. The youngest son grew wealthier and wealthier, though he remained unaware of the grander plans the clever cat had in store to change his life forever.